A breaking report from industry insider Daniel RPK suggests that Ahsoka Season 3 has been canceled. Season 3? Let me explain that. Hey everybody, welcome back to Echo Base Network. Thank you so much, keeping you guys up to date with fresh, authentic opinions on all things Star Wars and pop culture, entertainment, and all that stuff. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more content. Now, Ahsoka, Star Wars, what is going on? The report coming from The Direct, and they're quoting Daniel RPK, the industry insider Daniel Rickman. It says, Star Wars planning to say goodbye to Ahsoka. Is Lucasfilm already planning the conclusion of Rosario Dawson's Ahsoka on Disney+? For a lot of us, we're kind of surprised that they're actually doing an Ahsoka Season 2. I mean, it wasn't that good. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Rosario Dawson, and I like the character Ahsoka. I didn't think that the show was written very well. The story was just kind of erratic and all over the place. Things are happening on the show, and you're like, what is going on? I don't even understand what is happening right now. And it just felt like Rebels in live action, kind of. And as the series continued, more and more people were leaving. And the way that it ended, it didn't even chart on the Nielsen ratings. So when the show was over in Season 1, I predicted that we wouldn't even get an Ahsoka Season 2. Well, we are. They're about to start filming, they say, and but the report saying this is going to be it. There will be no more Ahsoka. Well, let's look and see exactly everything that's taken place. So you see Ahsoka with the 86% critical score, which is now absolutely meaningless. The critics and their opinion about a movie or a show is no longer relevant. It is purely audience-driven at this point. Ahsoka got 64% on Rotten Tomatoes from the audience. In my opinion, that's probably about right. Just for comparison, The Mandalorian Season 3, 50% audience score. Very similar to Ahsoka. 85% critics, 50% audience score. A little lower with the audience with this. And are we getting a Mandalorian Season 4? We're never going to get a Mandalorian season again. We're getting a movie. And we're going to get an Ahsoka movie. Probably. We think. Dave Filoni wants to do it. That's his whole vision. His Mandoverse movie featuring Ahsoka after Ahsoka Season 2. The Book of Boba Fett, 66% critics. Again, meaningless. 49% audience score. Now, what do we know about this? We know that actor Temuera Morrison wants to be doing a Season 2. He wants to be back. He's asked the fans to demand it. It's not happening. And just like The Book of Boba Fett and Temuera Morrison, Ewan McGregor has pleaded with Disney, with Lucasfilm, and with the fans. Let's do it again. Let's have a Kenobi Season 2. Well, 82% of the critics liked it. Again, meaningless. 61% of the audience was feeling Kenobi. You can't even bring back Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor and give us a Star Wars worthy of a second season? That's a shame. That's really sad. Many people will disagree with this, but it seems to me like the bulk of Star Wars fans today are from the prequel era, and that might actually explain why there are so few Star Wars fans around right now, because the original Star Wars fans, the fans who grew up with the original trilogy, have already hit the exit. Prequel fans remain, not all of them. A lot of them have left. And Disney fans, there aren't a whole bunch of you anyways. And how can I not finish this off with The Acolyte, where 78% of the critics liked it, again meaningless, but 18%. It actually got up to 18% for The Acolyte in the audience score. Leslie Headland wanted to do a second season of The Acolyte. She boasted and said it would be done, and it's not happening. We're never going to get an Acolyte Season 2. We're never going to get an Acolyte anything again. It's over. So what is going on with Ahsoka? Here's what I think. They knew they were going to try to make a Season 2. They know they're going to do a movie. They also know that the interest isn't there. They know it's not going to perform any better than the first season did. It's not going to bring new subscriptions to Disney+. Therefore, this is something that hey, maybe we need to cut some money back. Maybe we don't need to spend as much on it. We're not going to get the subscriptions. We're not going to get the views. This isn't going to go well. Star Wars is on a major decline. Go ahead. This is going to be the last attempted base hit that we do, even if it gets a base hit, if you know what I mean. And what I mean by that is they're not swinging for the fences here, people. They're not trying to hit a home run. This just is what it is. Star Wars is no longer the cultural phenomenon that it once was. It's really sad to look at. We just did a video earlier today where Hasbro has announced they're not going to co-finance any more movies with Transformers or G.I. Joe or any of their intellectual properties. The business is dying. The things that we grew up with, us old hats, it's just not there anymore. The interest is leaving. Why is that? It's not because we don't have interest anymore. We love the franchises. It's because they're not making a product worthy of our attention. And that's exactly where we are with Star Wars. Many people are calling it Swino, Star Wars in name only. And for a lot of us, it is exactly that. How are they going to tie up the loose ends in Ahsoka? What are they going to do in Season 2? Do people even care? What are they going to do with Baylan Skoll's character? How are they going to recast that character? What are they going to do about the Mortis arc, or the Mortis gods that they showed at the end? Ahsoka is still trapped on Peridia, and Ezra has made his way back to the New Republic. What's going to happen? Do people care? It's going to be the finale of the series. There will be no more. And actually, I think that's a good thing for Star Wars, and other intellectual properties and franchises need to take note of this. Our good friend the Matt Cave made this suggestion. They need to quit trying to make something that they could just stretch out into multiple seasons and milk it and make as much money as you can. Just give us one good something, one great something. Make one great movie, one great season. I support that. When you try to drag something out, you try to make the story bigger than it needs be, then you're risking losing your audience. You're risking killing momentum and killing the love of whatever franchise that is. That's kind of where we are with Star Wars. Broken promises, empty promises, really poor production, really poor movies and shows. It's on a decline. And here we are. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Let me know what you think about this Ahsoka news. Season 3 has been canceled. Hit the alarms, everybody. Thanks for being here. We'll see you guys on the next one.